Set, 8, read. And watch that, and watch the ball. Alert, flat, alert, fire.
Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Luck. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Demaryius Thomas gets set to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
There to stop it was Darius Leonard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Opting to run again here with White. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete. James White. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Andrew Luck in the offense. Down by 8, 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Long. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 50, it's Long. Dumps this one off to Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Got the connection here to Bourne. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for New England, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.